Alright, it's after 10 o'clock. I just got off work, or just got home from work. I got off a little bit before 10. So today was pretty cool at work. I got my stuff done really early because I had a pre-closer who became awesome tonight and actually learned to fear and respect my list making skills, because I always write myself up a list of things that I need to do before I leave, and then the pre-closers are always dicks, don't even look at my list. But Nicole tonight, I told her about my list in case she wanted help, because she's like, oh, you have me until 7:30, so I'm like, okay, sweet, if you want, I've written this list. And she actually read the list, did things that were on it, and crossed them off, so that I knew that those things were done. And it was awesome, because I had the rest of my stuff done by 8, and so that left me so much time for standing around getting paid to do nothing but wander around looking like I'm doing something. Yep. And speaking of lists, I wrote another one today at work. Okay, so here's one. It's the second one I wrote today. Okay, so anybody watching this who has a job, how many sexual jokes do you have going on at work on a daily basis? Because I've noticed that at my job, we seem to all be very sexual people. There's just constantly sex jokes, weird flirting. It's borderline sexual harassment. If you didn't have our sense of humor, you'd probably be very offended by a lot of the things that we say. And it makes it even better because with the headsets, you don't even have to be near a person to say some sexual joke at them. And you can talk quiet enough, and then guests won't hear you saying your sexual jokes. And then it's like the person's just speaking it right into your head. Okay, so Jeremy is the manager. He smells really nice. And today, he gave me the gift of, I don't know, Axe body spray, I guess. I get hives because I have anxiety to the point where I give myself hives, which is dumb. But, so I had some hives on my wrist today, and I was scratching at it, and he's like, oh, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, I got some hives on my wrist. And he's like, oh, well, check this out. And he took his Axe body spray, and he sprayed it on my wrist. And then he's like, no, don't mess with that for a couple minutes. And I didn't. And so it made the itch go away, so I didn't scratch, so the hives didn't get worse. And I smell nice now. And so I'm really excited about that. So that's going to be my excuse now to go out and buy some Axe body spray. Especially since it was Dark Temptations that he sprayed on me, so I smell pretty awesome right now. I wish you could smell me. Here's some... Oh yeah, I just remembered today that I own a PSP. I completely forgotten that I have one, that I bought one for myself a year and a half ago maybe? It was a while ago. And I haven't played it in so long that I've forgotten what I did with it last, so I'm gonna have to find that because I love it. And I don't know how I could ever just forget about it like that. So this one might sound really gross, but the floors at work, in the kitchen and back area, are always really greasy. And so if I do a couple strong Intuit steps, I can slide across the floor, skating along the floor grease. It's really cool. It's fun. I like doing it. And it's really fun when you have somebody at the counter waiting to have their order taken, and then you just glide in out of nowhere, and they're looking at you are you freaking magic? And you just look back at him yeah, I am magic. It's great. We used to have this game at work where there was this little toy armadillo, and we would hide it places, and then whoever found the armadillo got to hide it, and then it would just go on like that, just finding and hiding this armadillo, until one day, this guy who worked there took it home with him for whatever reason, and then he moved to Alaska. So our armadillo is in Alaska, and I heard that after that, they got a moose that they were using, but then somebody hid the moose so well, which is the legend, somebody hid the moose so well that nobody's been able to find it. So I want to buy a little toy penguin, and I want to hide this little penguin in there so that we can start hiding a penguin. Because penguins are cool. They're pretty cool. So I found Oblivion and The Sims 3, and they were in such an obvious spot. The problem was that my little sister had found them and put them away, like on my nightstand, which I never use because it's, well, in this room, and it's not really my room anymore. Just some of my stuff lives in here still because there's no place else for it to go. But she had put them on my nightstand, which she then stacked on top of her nightstand. I don't know. But, yeah. And so I found them yesterday, and I've been playing The Sims 3, and so all day at work I've just been thinking, oh my gosh, I just want to go home and play The Sims. So I decided, oh, I need to get something set on my vlog beforehand, otherwise I'll just never do it. And, yeah. Oh my gosh, I think that's about it for my list today. Most of it was crap. I was just bored and decided to write stuff. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Well, I have one of those fun 9-hour shifts tomorrow. So, nothing much to be said about that, I guess. Well, so yeah, I guess the question of the day is, how many sexual jokes do you have going around at work? I guess it's kind of a fun question. And, yeah. Subscribe, like, comment. Look, I can trace the whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go play The Sims. I made my family and our house. And, no, because I'm lame and I have no imagination, so I just make people and things that already exist. But I'm gonna go have fun with that, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably, after work, because I'm probably going to sleep until the last possible minute, which will be like 10:45. That's when I'll need to wake up. And then I won't have time to say anything before I go to work, so I'll see you guys after work tomorrow.